Alright, so a while ago I made a video, a beginner's guide. Not many of y'all really looked at it. I feel like maybe I could have done it better, so that's what I'm going to do right now. Alright, so the first thing is, if you want to be a pro, you have to learn how to side dash. So there are multiple types of side dashes. One of them is the circle dash that most people know about. So this is how you do it. Basically, you're going to curve your mouse and then turn around basically as you are doing the dash, kind of like this. You want to go in a half crescent pattern like this. You don't want to hit before you dash. As you can see, that didn't hit him. You want to hit after you do the dash like this. You hit before you dash, it's not gonna hit him. If you dash and then you hit, the game registers that at the end point, which is right here. Even if you start the hit right here, the game is gonna register the hit where you're gonna end up. As this is the end point, this is where the hit is gonna land. Let's do that again. I actually hit around this point right here as I was in the middle of the dash. The game doesn't register it as me hitting him right here. The game registered it as me hitting him right here because that's the end point. Let's do it again. Alright, so another form of dashing is called the hook dash. It is a dash where you go outwards into him and you go back into safety. So if he does block it, he cannot immediately M1. And it's something like this. See how after the dash it did hit him, but I'm over here? This is usually used if they are really good at ghost blocking, because if he immediately ghost blocks and tries to go after you, he can't. He's gonna have to burn a side dash. That is why this is very useful. It isn't that practical in a fight unless, as I just said, they are very good at ghost blocking. If not, then practicality wise it's not that useful. There is the simple dash that most people do, which is just a simple side dash like that. It has its uses, but if they are blocking, then it's not as easy to land. As you can see, even though they are blocking to the front, it's not always going to land. If you are at a distance, it's not going to land. I see a lot of people trying to do their dashes like this, and it's not good. Doing a side dash like that is much more practical. Now, side dashes like this are also very predictable if you do it often. Darko should give you guys a showcase. I am gonna side dash and he's gonna block it. One thing to note is not to side dash too much. While you do want to use it at timings, you do not want to use it too often in a very predictable way, such as some people have a habit of jumping before they side dash, and if they pick up on that habit, you're screwed. Let me show you a demonstration. I'm going to jump and side dash and Dark is going to block it. As you can see right there, you can block behind you. They do have to be very fast to flick behind them, but it's predictable. Once they get used to it, you're not going to land it often. Right there, Dark didn't know that I was going to come, so he could block it. Now if I put in the habit again, you can block it. Try to make sure you're not unpredictable. Try to do different things. You can also bait them though. As you can see right there, I jumped. Dark anticipated that I was gonna go behind him, but I didn't, and I just hit him in the front because he turned around. Yeah, it's just very simple things. It's like playing mind games with them. You don't want to be too obvious with what you're gonna do next. Don't always go on a left side dash. Do a right one. Be unpredictable. Another thing is a perfect front dash. Usually if you front dash like this, they can just block it. There is a way to go around it. I wouldn't use it too often because, as I said, they can block behind them if they have really good predictability skills. But for example, you can do this. I missed right there. Like that. You want to make it seem like you're going to do a front dash, but actually turn it around last second like this. I'm messing up, but yes, right there like that. You get the point. If you keep doing it like this, then you're gonna get them. You're gonna catch them off guard because they anticipate a front dash. If you go behind them like that, most of the time they won't. Don't spam this. They will figure it out after a while. Hopefully they do, unless you're playing against a complete bot. I myself don't use this often, because half the time the players I fight against actually can block this. I usually prefer side dashing and back dashing, but food for thought. You can use it if you want to. Another thing is, you can use the front dash if they'll say you guys are jumping around like this. You can try to catch them off guard like that. Same with the side dashes. Obviously, the side dashes, you want to be very precise with them. With the front dashes, you don't really need to be. Front dash is like sometimes really fast on the enemy screen, and it looks like as if you're homing in on them. They have to have very good reaction time to actually get that. With the side dashes, on the other hand, you have to be very precise with them to land. Front dashes are much easier. If you do this often in fight though, they're gonna predict it. They're gonna wait for you to do it. They're gonna block and combo you. Another thing I've been seeing y'all not do properly is using your ragdolls. You do not want a ragdoll for no reason, such as this. That would make sense if you're very low HP and you would have died from that. Otherwise, that is a waste of ragdoll. How you'd want to use it is something more like this. I'm gonna use my flowing water on Dark, and I'm gonna walk up to him and try to hunter's grasp him. Look what he does. Now he got me in a combo. That is a situation in which you would ragdoll cancel. Because in that situation it makes sense. I was about to use my hunter's grasp on him. If I did get my hunter's grasp on him, for example, like this, now he's in an extended combo for no reason. He took way more damage than he should have if he ragdolled right there. That makes sense to use this ragdoll. Because he got behind me and then he got me in a combo. Another thing that most people don't know about is about the dashes, the distance rather, compared to full HP with basically lower HP. The lower HP you have, the shorter the distance is. I'm going to show you the both extremes, one at full HP, one at very low HP. Start with the front dashes. With the front dashes, you will see that there's not that much of a difference. To be honest, there's like literally no difference except for maybe like 1 hairs, but that's it. Side dashes, on the other hand, you'll notice something. You'll actually notice that his dash comes short by a full body's length. While the side dash, you might think that it's not that big of a deal. You'd be surprised. When you're fighting against somebody good, that is not something that's negligible. The back dashes especially though, if you notice, it is almost 2 bodies distance short. That is bad in the sense that if, let's say I am right here, and then he backdashes away from me, I can easily catch him with my M1. Oh no, my front dash. Usually, that is not possible, because he can backdash way farther away and he'd have more than enough time to block my front dash. If he has low HP on the other hand, I can very easily front dash and catch up to him, and potentially get him in a combo and kill him. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys how a fight would look like using most of these tips. Some of these, as I said, are very situational, but most of these, such as the ragdoll cancel, the evasives, the front dashing, they're very useful when used right. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.